Hey guys, it's Joe Plays Games and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm here to talk to you guys about my thoughts on Batman the Killing Joke animated movie. And it came out for a 2-night release in theaters. It was also released at Comic-Con on, I don't know, Friday or Saturday. And then DVD release is out now. And it is an R-rated film, so for those of you who are a younger audience, make sure to ask your parents and watch it with your parents if they let you watch it. Don't watch it by yourself. But yeah, let me get into my thoughts. We'll do a bit of a non-spoiler and a spoiler section, like I usually do on these things. We'll do non-spoilers, and I think it's a really good... It's a good interpretation of what the story was, but it left the ending just as muddled as it was in the comics. And, go see it just as if you hadn't read the Killing Joke story. It brings it to life with the voices of Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy, and it helps that there is some additional backstory to Batgirl's or Barbara's character and her relationship with Bruce. But yeah, go see it if you can, and if your parents let you. So that's my non-spoiler thoughts. But let me get into spoilers now. So this is full spoiler territory. Get out of the video if you don't want it to be spoiled for you what exactly happens in the film and what they expand on and whatnot. So full spoilers. So okay, let me talk about Bruce and Batgirl's relationship. I think people were talking about how it's objectifying Batgirl and only limiting her to a plot or a tool to drive the plot forward. I think it kind of fleshed the plot out a little bit, but it fleshed the plot out to a certain point, and then the ending got more muddled because of what they were trying to do. Because it's not like they defined the ending like Killing Joke didn't even define the ending. You don't know if Batman killed Joker or they just had a really good laugh and whatnot. But I think the fact that Bruce and Batgirl are sexual partners in at least one encounter. I don't think there was more. I think the film told the entire story of they weren't. They were just work partners, and then it became sexual when she got perturbed at him. So I think it was fine. Like, I don't know what the big hussy fussy is about it. The story always was the fact that she drove the plot forward for why Batman was angry, and why at the end it's very kind of, did he kill Joker, did he not, and why he's mad about what they do with, or what Joker does to Jim Gordon. So I mean, that's my thought on the added scenes, that I think the added scenes brought more context to the story, and I think the sex scene was fine. Nothing really to write home about because it wasn't really a sex scene either. But yeah, like the added scenes, the interpretation of the art style felt really close to what the comics was doing, especially when they were doing the flashbacks. The shade was really cool. My experience when we went and saw it is that we saw it at an AMC theater, which is usually bigger than Regal Theater, because Regal is, I mean, at least the one I saw is bigger than the two Regal theaters that are close to me. But at the Fathom event, they had a documentary beforehand and a documentary afterward about Mark Hamill's interpretation of the Joker and how it related to him as being Luke Skywalker, and I thought that was awesome. And I would have stayed for the music, but as you know, music makes or breaks things. But it was getting a little bit late and we were getting hungry, so we hopped out of there. But I think overall, it's a good interpretation of this core story. Nothing really to write home about. If you like the story, if you like the comic book or graphic novel, go watch the film so you can see what they added to the film to further along or flesh out the plot, is what I guess they were trying to do with it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was, my overall experience was my first ever Fathom event, and it was really cool to go see. It was a fun atmosphere, especially that we were there with all just Batman Killing Joke fans that wanted to go see an animated movie, a hard R. It wasn't even a hard R. It could have really been in PG-13, but it was an R-rated animated movie about comic books, and I thought that was awesome. Even though the theater wasn't filled, and it was in a theater that normally would have been filled if it was a live-action film, but I thought it was awesome to go hang out in something like that, and I hope this encourages DC to release more of their PG-13 style films or R-rated films out in a theater release for 1 day or 2 days, because I'd rather go see it in the theater than see it at home, because I think it's a really fun atmosphere to go hang out with people who came to go see an animated film that is based upon a DC property, and those films more often than not are sometimes have a better story than what the live action movies do. So those are my thoughts. Go see it if you want to see it. If you don't, then you're not really missing out on much. But I like the movie. So those are my thoughts. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.